A new community group in Oakland is celebrating its first anniversary with the Black Tie Gala. The goal, raising more funds to continue the huge mission of helping others. We're joined now by Barry Victor Jr., the founder of the Power 100. Barry, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, man. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here. So thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, glad to have you. First, can you tell us about how Power 100 was started and its mission?
Well, it actually was started in just a reaction to how things were working with COVID, because I'm a full-time artist and I had to figure out a way to pivot and figure out what I was going to do, because all of my shows began to get canceled. So I was like, oh, I can't make any money on the road anymore. So what I decided to do was like centralize my fan base and my support system and not use any more of the bigger mediums to put my music on. I said, I'm going to put all my videos and my music on my website, and I'm going to take those core supporters and drive them there. But the other piece of that was that with you supporting me, we're going to take part of those funds and we're going to give them back to the community and make sure that we're taking care of our own. So we do things like give away scholarships, business grants, we donate to other organizations, and we also help out people on a case-by-case needed, whether it's a family who needs some food or someone who needs temporary housing. We use the funds to serve people in that area as well.
And let's talk about some of these numbers. Over the past year, Power 100 has donated more than $10,000 to businesses and to provide those scholarships that you mentioned. How does it feel for you to give back in this way?
It's incredible, because I think for a lot of people who we go on this road to, be like really successful creators, and we have the idea that once we quote unquote make it or get on, then we'll be able to, use the money to then get back to the community and help. For me personally, it seemed like taking that route was just taking a bit too long. So I was like, okay, what can I do with the people who've always supported me now? We don't have to have millions of dollars. We can do what we can with the money that we have. So to be able to give away our first scholarship to a mentee and a good friend of mine, Josiah Harris, was incredible, because I've been knowing him since he was in the first grade, and we gave him a $500 scholarship for his first year at Sacramento State.
I'll be majoring in political science with the purpose of becoming a lawyer. I want to personally take this time to give a huge thank you to the Power 100 allies for financially supporting me and assisting to make sure that I have the necessities needed to get off to a great start. I also want to thank and shout out one of my mentors, BJ, known to you as Barry, for this opportunity to be a part. So much love.
And since there, we've just been going up and getting better and getting higher numbers to be able to provide to people. And it's incredible, because now my idea is to create a model to where anybody can do this. Like, if you have 100 people that support you, or if you have 1,000 people that support you, how can you centralize that and use it to make the changes that you want to see?
So let's go back a bit. Talk about that moment more for me when you gave out that first scholarship through the Power 100. What was that moment like to provide that first one?
Man, it was incredible. It was so meaningful, because I didn't even know, how much money we were going to have at that point. We were getting people to become allies of the organization, but the money was tied up because of the website that I'm going through had to put a hold on my account. So I'm like, okay, now I have to figure out how I'm going to get this money. And part of it had to come out of my own pocket. And then later on, the funds were distributed to me. But my goal was to be able to serve whatever the need was. And he's the guy who told me that his books cost about around like $400 or $500. So I was like, all right, we're going to take everything that we have so far, and then whatever else we need, we're just going to add that in there and figure out a way to get it. And so to be able to accomplish that after only a month of running the Power 100, it felt incredible. And especially to give it to him, just to be able to watch his growth from a first grader to a college student. It was a full circle moment for me.
Yeah, and just to be able to pay for those books, that makes a huge difference for sure. And the Power 100 has been fully funded through the community. You haven't received any government funding. Why did you feel the need to help people now instead of waiting for any kind of assistance?
Because I think that it takes too long, and people need immediate help. They need immediate resources. They need immediate access to things. And sometimes just the bureaucracy of things can take too long. So when I know that a student may need a scholarship, I don't have to make them go through a rigorous process of writing me a 10-page essay or saying, let me see your parents' bank statements, or let me see your tax returns and things like that. We have the power to be able to do it on our own, because, it can take a long time to get a response back about an essay you wrote and then get denied. And it was like, nah, we don't want to be that type of organization that does that. If we know someone needs it, they've been doing everything that they can to stay on track, getting good grades, they're working, doing what they're supposed to do, they're more than deserving. And I don't want to let these small things stop them from getting what they need to succeed.
And you're hosting the Power 100's first Gala fundraiser coming up on Sunday. Tell us more about that big event.
Yeah, Sunday, August 29th, we're going to be inviting our allies, our recipients, and some new organizations and people that want to help support us to all come together. We're going to be giving a lot more scholarships out and more grants out. This is going to be a great fun night just to celebrate what we've done so far and just to be able to get the word out about what we're doing, more exposure, and people to see what we're doing, because if people don't know what we're doing, then they can't help and they can't support. And so we wanted to actually be able to show folks exactly what we're doing. It's been kind of tough to get out there because we've been doing everything through Zoom just because of the COVID restrictions and the pandemic happening. So all of our ceremonies have been done over Zoom, but now we have the opportunity to bring these people together in a space where they can meet each other and they can hear the stories from these people firsthand.
And how can people get more information and participate?
So you can go to my Instagram, which is @GreenMusicClean. And right there, we have all of the Linktree links inside of my bio. And they have Facebook donation pages, Cash App, PayPal, the GoFundMe page. Everything is right there. And also, if you go to our website, theblackexcellenceband.com, there's a link there where you can actually become an ally of the Power 100. And we have different tiers, whether you're able to donate $20 a month up to $200 a month. And so those are the funds that we're able to use to go towards these grants and these scholarships.
All right. Barry Victor Jr. with the Power 100, thank you so much for your time and also what you're doing there in Oakland. We appreciate it. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.